Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and also see my screen clearly. Today is 21st of September. So I want us to look at this with an indicator. I want us to see exactly what we expect to be happening. Just a second. So basically, we'll be looking at almost all the time frames. We'll be looking at on the daily chart. We'll look at the 4-hour chart, and then we look at even lower time frame. So remember what we said yesterday? We had a verified resistance zone here. We were not using this indicator, but we did identify this here as a very good resistance level. We identified this as a resistance level, and then we had this also as a good support level. Then we added our own levels to this indicator. We had a level here, had another resistance level there, then we had another level here. So remember what we said yesterday? We mentioned that if the price should pull back up to this point here, up to somewhere within this area, then this will be the correct place to look for a sell from. And if the price had gone below and closed below this level here, this low, then we did expect price to continue down at least up to this verified support. So basically, these are the zones we're looking at. We are looking at the first one, this one here, a bounce from this point to pick a buy, or a break below it to pick a sell. Then we have this level where the price is now. If the price maintains itself below it, then this will mean we are now continuing bearish, at least up to this verified support. The next level is this, the next zone is this one, and the next zone is the one at the very top. So these are the places where if the price can come back up to, then we're going to be interested in trades. The other symbol, we have the daily chart. So on the daily chart, basically, the levels which we want price to go up to is this zone here. This is a very good support zone. We have a very good resistance zone here, and then we have another very good resistance zone at this point here. So if the price gets to any of these levels, we'd like to see price come back, continue down as it did after bouncing from this point. We'd like to see it continue down at least up to this point here. Then if it bounces off from within this range, then this will be the ideal place to look for a buy from. So technically, we'd like to see price pull back up after bouncing off from this point, or if the price breaks below it, which is somewhere around this point here, then this will be the correct place to look for a sell from. So we're going to move forward to the next symbol, which is Euro USD, sorry, British Pound Dollar. So with this on the daily chart, you can see what's currently happening. The price is around a very good support level. Look at how verified this level was. It was used here as a support. It was used here as a support. It was used here as a support. And then currently as we're speaking now, the price is touching the same place. So which means we don't expect price to break below this level as it is. Instead, we'd like to see price bounce off from it, continue up at least up to this untested resistance level. So if you're looking at this chart now, you could have taken a buy while the price was here, or you may wait for price to break below this zone, the lower side of it, then pick a sell position at least up to this level here. So the idea here basically is to keep looking for sell positions. The price goes below this support, or pick a buy position if the price fails to break below. That means the price may likely pull back up to this point here, or it may break beyond this level and then continue high up to this point, the one at the very top. On the 4-hour chart, we have almost the same thing. We do have a verified resistance here, and we also have a verified resistance here. So as you can see, it's like the same zone which you have as a support on the daily chart is the same zone which you have as support on the 4-hour chart, which means this level here will be the ideal place to be looking for a sell from. This zone here, this zone, this zone, this zone, these are the most significant places to wait for price for at. So other than the zones which we have a zone here, we have a support here, we have another one here, So other than just the green zones and the red zones, the ones we have already, we do have this zone, we do have this zone, and then we have the one at the ultimate top. The next symbol which I want us to look at is the US dollar Japanese yen. So with the US dollar Japanese yen, if you look at this chart using the indicator which you have, you can see that we actually have a verified support here, and the price almost touched the previous week, the previous day before it continued up. We also have a verified resistance zone here. We have another verified resistance zone here, and then we have an untested resistance zone here. So if the price can continue up to this point here, then this should give us the ideal place to look for a sell from. That is, if the price continues up as it is doing now, continues up and touches this zone here but does not break beyond it, then this will be the ideal place to look for a sell from. Our stop loss is above this range here. If the price now, instead of continuing up, it goes down and even breaks below this verified support here, then we want to see a continuation to the lower side, but that continuation should not go below this proven support. So this is the best place actually to be looking for a buy from, because it's proven. We'll look at it, look at how nicely it was used before. So support, a support, a support, and if the price gets to it, then this too will be the correct place to look for a buy from. We'll look at the same chart on a higher time frame. So if you look at it from the daily chart time, you can see that the same place which you had as support on the 4 hours is almost the same place which you have as the support as on the daily chart. So we have the verified support, we have the proven resistance. So if the price comes to this point, this will be a sell place. If the price moves down up to this point, then this will be the correct place to look for a buy from. Does that make sense, whatever I'm saying? So the next symbol which I want us to have a look at, I would like us to look at gold. So gold, so far nothing much appears to be happening. We still have the levels which we had yesterday. We still have our zone here. We have our resistance zone. It was a resistance, it was a resistance, and then we have a support here. Have a support there. So this is like a resistance, we have a break, a support, a support, a support. There is a false break, and then there is this here. So if the price continues down, then this will be the correct place to look for a sell from, at least up to this level here. So if you are looking at this chart right now, keep looking for sell positions, at least up to this point here. So this will give us the ideal place where we want to look for a buy from if the price gets up to it. But if the price pulls back up, then we are going to look for a sell here around this point here. So the next time frame, the 4 hours chart. With the 4 hours so far, we have a verified support here. We have a verified support here. Then we have a proven resistance level here. So other than just the lines which you have here, there is a very good level here. That is inside this turncoat resistance, inside this level here. We do have a very good resistance zone within it. So if the price can pull back up to it here, then this will give us the ideal place to look for a sell from. So we'd like to sell it here. Our stop loss is above this untested resistance zone. Our first take profit should be here, this verified support, and the next take profit is this one here. So we'll sell it, our stop loss, our first take profit here, and then our next take profit at this point here. The other symbol which I want us to look at is the SP500. So you remember what I mentioned yesterday? If you can remember what I mentioned yesterday, I said that although we may see sell signals on the SP500, I actually don't recommend looking for sell positions on this chart. Instead, I recommend you look for buy positions. We are expecting those buys to push us up at least up to this point, 46, 46.7. So technically, we do expect a rise up to this point, where if the price breaks beyond it, then we do expect a continuation much higher. The next symbol is the Brent oil. So the Brent oil so far, this is the target where we expect price to go up to. We are looking at this resistance level here. So a break beyond the top of this zone, which is a break above this point here, will mean we are now continuing to the upper side. So technically, we'd like to see price break beyond this zone here, trace back up to it, and then continue to the upside. On the other side, if the price pulls back down and comes back up to this point here, then this should be the ideal place to look for a buy from. So thank you very much. This should bring us to the end of this analysis. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.